The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He completes it to Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, throw out wide to Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Love to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hurry!
Throwing again on second down.
Love.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
White.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Giants at 5-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
17. 12, 10, cluster, 6.
On 1st and 10, Love. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3.
38. 43 rail.
Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
Let's go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will see.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of they're a player you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Touchdown, Giants! Devin Singletary, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and through, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Walker.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Moore, the man in motion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Throwing now is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Drill green.
On 2nd and inches.
Love. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to double the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Again, he finds Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
A final shot before half for Allen. And in for the Lions touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On play action, Love to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ken Walker
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Shot, 17.
They go right back to Singletary.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Handoff on the option to Singletary.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go. Trouble 38. Ready?
Singletary, they'll run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
56.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 22-yard scamper.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ken Walker.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are going to be moving to 10-0 as they add on to this big lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more bonus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Singletary again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
560.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready?
Here's Love. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.